Training.com.
Hey guys, it's Rich, and in this video I'm going to be a little bit bad. I'm going to talk about how to get girls that have a boyfriend, but please do not freak out and think that I've turned evil overnight, because there are many different situations. There are a lot of girls out there that hate being single, so they're just never single. So they've got a guy in their life they don't really like, but you know, he takes them to dinners and stuff, and she doesn't think that there's a long-term future, but for now she's with him. On the other end of the spectrum, you've got girls that are with guys that they're completely in love with, and they don't even notice other guys. And if guys even talk to them, you know, they might answer back, they might talk to them, or they might just completely blank them, but there's no chance with these girls because they're completely in love. In the middle, you've got a whole range of situations. So in this video, I'm talking about that stuff, but I'm mainly talking about the girls in the first side, you know, that have guys in their life, but no one that they consider, you know, for a long-term future. And this is going to be a common thing when you meet girls with boyfriends. First thing is, there's a rule, is that you should never ask if she's single or not. Just assume she is. If she's giving you her number, if she's giving you her attention, if she's smiling and, you know, having a conversation with you, you might as well assume she's single up until the point where she says that she isn't. If you ask her, she might feel duty bound, you know, to tell you that she's got a guy in her life, and it might happen before you've had a chance to build enough attraction to compete with him. So if she doesn't mention it, don't bring it up. If she does mention it, the best thing to do is to say, oh cool, yeah, I wouldn't expect a girl like you to be single, and say, yeah, I'm dating some girls as well, you know, whatever, and then change the subject, carry on, and then you're going to suggest a meeting. If you've already found out that she's got a guy, then you want to suggest a meeting that is non-romantic seeming. So it would be a daytime coffee, something like this that, you know, she can meet, and it's kind of just a friendly thing. So that's what you want to go for. When you do meet, and another good thing actually is with the invitation, you can say something like, let's meet if your boyfriend won't mind, or if you're allowed. So that's something you can do if you already know that she's not 100% single. When you do meet her, you want to play it cool and just have, you know, a normal chat. But at some point, you want to ask two very important questions. The first is how long they've been dating. If it's a very short time, you know, it means that they're not too serious. You also want to ask quite a sneaky question. You want to say something like, and is he like the perfect guy and you're going to marry him? And in 99% of cases, she's going to say no. And you can say, oh, really? Why? And then she's going to explain all of his problems. So it's setting a nice little situation where she's telling you all of the problems. When she's telling you all of the problems, you don't want to say the opposite. So, you know, oh, he's always busy, he's always playing computer games, watching football. You don't say, oh, I never do that. I always, you know, give my girlfriends 100% of my attention. How could he do that? What an awful guy. You don't do that. That's the wrong frame. You want to say something like, cool, you know, what games does he play? I love playing games too. Oh, which team does he support? Sounds like a great guy. I want to meet him. And you actually want to say the same things and agree with her, because she's attracted to him for a reason. So you actually don't want to be the opposite. The other thing to remember is probably that what she wants from you is excitement. She doesn't want boring dates and, you know, the things that she's already got from her boyfriend, the stability and stuff. She wants some excitement and playfulness. So that's what you're going to do. So if she's raised the subject and she said, you know, we're just meeting you, we're just meeting like friends and we're just going to have a chat and nothing else. You say, yeah, sure. You know, it's not like we're going to kiss. It's not like we're going to go back to my place and, you know, things are going to happen. I wouldn't take you and we lie down. I wouldn't do any of this stuff. We're just going to be like friends, just hanging out, and nothing's going to happen. And then you might sit next to her and you're going to use excuses to touch her and be playful, and you're going to use things that are not crossing the line, because you're not kissing, you're not having sex, but they're things that are going to start turning her on, exciting her, and giving her the things that she's not got in her relationship that is the reason that she's actually meeting you in the first place. So you could say, oh, this is a lovely dress. What material is it? And you'll be touching it like that. And she might seriously answer you to begin with, but then you're carrying on doing it, and she starts to smile and realize that you're joking. If her phone rings or she gets a message, if the phone rings, you want to say, oh, is it your boyfriend? Let me speak to him, like that. And you try and take her phone and she's like, no, it's just my mum. Or if it is him, you're like, let me speak like this when she's talking to him. If she gets a message, you say, oh, is your boyfriend messaging you? Let her reply, and then you can take a phone, say, let's send him a picture, and you go like that with her, you take a picture with her on her phone, and say, go on, send it to him now. Only joking, you know, playful like that. You can find out if she told him that you're meeting. If she didn't tell him that you're meeting each other, it's a sign again that she's thinking of being a bad girl. So you're using all of this stuff, and you've got to remember that what she wants is excitement. So you can push things, you can hold her hand faster, you can even go for the kiss faster. You can play with the line, as I like to call it. So you can say, you know, what do you think's cheating? Do you think kissing is cheating or only sex? And she said, yeah, of course kissing is cheating. And say, but for example, we could look at each other like that and it wouldn't be. Or I could kiss you on the cheek because that's like what friends do. Or I could kiss you on the hand because, you know, that's what a gentleman would do if he met you. And you're doing all of these things and it's playful. You know, I could give you a massage if you had a bad back because, you know, that's the kind of thing that you would go to a massage therapist for. That's not sexual, is it? And you're going to play with the line and keep turning her on and doing these things. And at the end of this date, it's the daytime, remember. So at the end of this date, you could invite her back to your place and you could do this kind of thing. But better is, and in most cases, it's not going to work out so quickly. You just want to let her be away thinking about it. If she did tell her boyfriend, it's actually good because she's going to go back and he's going to be like, what happened? And, you know, she's going to be shy about it. He's going to be jealous. You're not going to be messaging her for a few days, so she's going to be thinking about you. And you're playing all of these things to bring out that side of her that wants adventure and excitement. And you can always use, you can bring out her rebellious side where you can say things every time you meet like, are you sure you're allowed to? Maybe he wouldn't like it, and this kind of thing. But you can see how the psychology of it works, and that's how you approach a girl that has a boyfriend. And please remember, guys, if you do go out and talk to lots of girls, you will find that quite a few, 5-10% of them will be so in love that it doesn't matter how cool you are with your game, things will just not work because she's been with a guy for years, she completely loves him, and you won't get anything back. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.
Training.